Guys, your boy Nick here with Bayou City Boys Edition. We're gonna be talking about our Houston Astros postseason, who we playing up against, Blue Jays, Mariners. We're gonna talk about the Houston Texans and that dreadful game that we played, and what's to look forward to this week coming up, and then Houston Rockets preseason. Let's get it.
My light is on the dresser, bad bitch finesse, yes or no key, just pressing. My lane is reckless, or strong, they can feel the presence. Wheel and deal, they can feel the pressure. Fashion over bay like the dresser. Got some issues, I wouldn't press it. Y'all crash dummy shit, don't impress it. Talking crazy, cuz captain. Say sipping that, he just acting. We can shoot a movie, getting active. These niggas fool if they ain't family. I stayed humble, now I'm snapping. We was on the outs, now we back in. Boy, I'm eased up, pieced up. Young nigga creased up, no slacking, yeah. Fuck niggas wanna kill me. Only real nigga feel me. This behind the music, this is fire to it. If it's wild, better feel me. This is everything I ever wanted. I just push up on it and she know the play. Name leaves stains on the brain. When I bless the game, she ain't knowing what to say. Ain't nothing in between God and kings. That's a direct link like the Pharisees.
That's a direct link like the Pharisees, man.
I don't even know what that means. It sounds provocative though.
So how was everyone's day?
Astros
I'm deep in
season.
thought. Hang on. I'm trying to get all 13 pictures for Dusty because I can't trust him to do it. So I'm working on it.
Does Will Smith make it?
No, hell no. So we get 13. I got Verlander, Fromber, Christian Javier, Urquidy, Lance, Luis Garcia, Stanek, Abreu, Hunter Brown, and Presley.
That's
Montero.
solid.
That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I need 2 more. Who am I missing?
Ow. Oh, you're missing Will Smith.
No, I'm not.
Oh man. Well, Zach figures that out.
I can talk.
Nah,
I'm
Okay.
not looking at y'all.
I know. Yeah, no. I guess for the season we went 106, 56. We were one behind the 2019 team.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think we're better than that team? Do you think we're about the same as that team? Where we?
Oh no, our pitching is way better.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we're better.
Fuck, it's tricky.
It's like for that me, I guess, because I know what the players turned out to be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to say that. Go ahead.
No, I kind of feel like we had a little more, I guess, star power on this squad, but I kind of like this one with the all-round nucleus of it. Like,
I agree. I mean, who are you missing from that? Correa, but he was replaced, so that's
Yeah.
not a big thing. So then that just leaves Springer, but then you got Jordan.
Yeah.
And Tucker ain't what he was.
Yeah.
As good as Bregman is now, he was better then.
Yeah.
Yuli's worse.
But all those people that weren't as good as they were then, or they got the other people around them to make up for it. I feel.
Yuli's the one I'm having a hard time figuring out.
You always have a hard time figuring out Yuli. That's literally the main one that you're always like, I don't know if we should keep him or not, or blah blah blah. He should start eating
He's
more
the
junk
best
food.
defender
He
on our
shouldn't.
team, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I know.
Golden Glover. I mean, what? He's a Golden Glover.
He is a Golden Glover. Last year he was last year he was a batting champ.
Yeah.
This year he's 7th in rotation. How the
Oh.
fuck does that work?
I thought y'all meant like Golden Globe.
Oh, he probably is. I mean, we don't know how it was in Cuba.
For real.
You got to fight your way for the spot. No, I mean,
Interesting.
Altuve honestly was batting 300 average, and I mean, 39 doubles, 28 homers, 57 RBIs. I know there was Astro fans that were mad he only had 18 steals, but I mean, he's like what, 30 in his 30s, like.
Sorry, Nick. I don't want to cut you off, but I'm really glad that you say Altuve now instead of Artuve.
I don't.
Bullying works. Like,
It's
I like
gonna.
it the other way.
Just wait until we get to the Rockets.
Tom Harden he's. I thought he was still on the Rock. He's on the Filas. Yeah, that's what his jersey said. Filas. James.
If you
Harden.
had one pitching spot left, if you have one pitching spot left, do you give it to Maton or Will Smith?
You're gonna say you give it to Maton.
No, I'll give it to Will because they both suck. So I'd take the lefty. Fuck it.
I was gonna go with the lefty.
I was gonna say, is it Will Smith left? Because that's what I would go with.
I mean, everybody was mad that Will gave up that no hitter.
Hey, fuck him. I didn't
But
say play him. I just said he could come.
Nick and I were talking about that the other day at work. We were saying that even if they suck at pitching, if they're left-handed, they're still gonna get a chance to go.
Not necessarily. It's because we pitch a lot of different ways. So like that lefty on lefty bullshit, that's old shit. Like that's what old people think.
Yeah.
But Dusty's old, so it's probably gonna. It's like when I was in basketball and they picked all the tall people first, and then they picked the rest of the team. Yeah, and then all the tall people sucked.
Nick and I had a guy that was in his that was like 7'2", and he couldn't do a layup.
Yeah, he missed his layups. I was like, you passed up on everybody else for this guy.
What a bum.
Yeah.
They called him
Yao Ming.
He was nothing like Asian at all.
Yeah, it was messed up.
I think his last name was Garcia.
Oh, damn. You gave out the whole government name and everything.
Yeah.
He's going to comment. No, I think Will Smith gets it out. I mean, as much as the no-hitter sucked, he did get out of the inning. It was ugly.
He fucking he loaded the bases. He loaded the fucking bases.
He did. It reminded me kind of like a little Jaco DeRizzi-ish type of stuff, but he actually got out of it.
Fucking.
I mean, at least he's cheaper.
He's a bum, I tell you.
I think for sure those two, though, he'll probably. Luckily for each series, you get a switch out. I think for sure it's probably going to be Will maybe for the left, and then if he sucks, which he probably is, they'll move Maton the next series. Either way, I mean, those two are kind of. Ugh. I think I'd rather trust Maton over Will personally, but I could see the lefty getting it just because of how dusty.
Well, he pitched to his brother for the first time ever today, and gave up a hit.
I know,
but that shit was so fucking cool, bro. I don't think he did, but I think he threw a pitch to challenge him. Like, okay, we did the professional shit, and it led us to a full count. Now, what's up, baby brothers? Can you eat this fastball? And he did.
Yep, called his bluff.
Yeah, I like. If I had to pick, like, who I think's gonna do better, it's Maton. For me, I think Will Smith was more of like, but then again, look what Will Smith did to us last year with the Braves.
But I think the longer we get caught up on that, then we'll play him and he'll cost us a game.
He will, but I mean, and
I'm not willing to risk that. Like, I want this to be the easiest World Series win ever. You can call it whatever you got to say. Just don't call us a cheater.
That's fine with me.
I don't want that to happen because then I don't want them to be like, y'all cheated in 2017 and then y'all had the easy way out.
That's not our fault. The team sucked. Look at the Mets. They are a complete mess. They had shirts made saying they won the National League East, and then they lost it to their rivals, the Braves. So that's all those shirts are going to Africa now.
Do you play your stupid ass cousin at left field or DH?
Ooh. At this point, fuck.
Because I think that changes the bottom of the order. Like if he's playing DH and you need a left fielder, you'll probably put
what, Trey?
Probably, which means Mancini bats 6, Yuli 7, McCormick, and then Maldonado. But if I know for sure, man, I think either way you probably play Trey first, even though he's not hitting worth the fuck.
Yeah, I think you have to put Trey Mancini in, especially in Minute Maid. That stadium is so easy for him to hit out of.
But you could easily say I'll put Diaz, and then you have Diaz batting after Tucker, and then
I don't want Diaz in that outfield though. He looks so.
He's no worse than Trey Mancini.
I mean, he's not, but I mean, for some reason when it comes to that wall, that last game, he looked like he was scared to run into it. I mean, I don't want to run into the wall either, but I don't
He
get
was
paid
just
millions
thinking
of
about.
dollars.
He was just thinking about Jake Myers. That's why.
So let's just say you got
So,
Tuve, Pena, Jordan, Bregman, Tucker, 1 through 5. That never changes, right?
yeah,
For the most part, Yuli be 6, and then you'll have either Dubon or McCormick. I think Dubon could play left field
I like Dubon, but a lot of people are saying he's not gonna make it.
because he don't hit the fucking ball.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
You can't come do half your job.
That's not true.
And for the Astros playoff team, you cannot.
Okay, that's specified. I get that now.
yeah, I mean, then now I'm over here like I was good until Tuesday, and now Zach has me over here like contemplating my.
I'm being optimistic.
That's what
about
Zach
this.
does.
What?
He has people question his shit all the time. You can have
Because you have
the-
to think about it from like you can't think about bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like you have to. You really got to just think about worst case scenario, and it's like, okay, what is that?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is we get rest. The bad
rest?
thing, we get rest. I was watching somebody on TV and reading a message while doing anything. The good thing is though we get rest. The bad thing is who we're playing up against is probably the two that I'm not gonna say I didn't want to go up against, but two of the ones that I feel are like the hottest right now. So
I actually want the Seattle Mariners because I think that's easy. Like we always get our shit together against them. How
Yeah.
dare you let us play them first?
So I have the schedule up. I mean, it's official now. We have, of course, Tampa Bay, Cleveland fighting off against the Yankees over there. But Seattle, Blue Jays, I just feel the Blue Jays are going to beat them.
That's it. I mean, logically, it makes sense because
Yeah.
if we want the Mariners because we think they're easier, then that just means that the Blue Jays will probably beat them too.
Yeah. And that Blue Jays team is, man, they're scary. They remind me of like,
It's scary because of what they can do, but
Yeah.
I think if there's a team that can beat them easy, it's us.
yeah.
Because all you got to do is make them chase pitches, and we're kind of good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, great pitching usually beats dominant hitting.
But you can't go to that series and score 2 points a game.
Oh, hell no, because that offense they got Springer, Laddie.
That's what makes me nervous
Whoa.
about the team is like they score so much that if you hold them to 3, that's still good. And if you
Yeah.
give up a run or you put runners on base, and here's like, oh fuck, Dusty's pulling fucking McCullers in the second. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, and that's a series where I feel Dusty will be scared, like where he overreacts. Like, oh man, bases are loaded with whoever, and he's like, I'm gonna take him out now, and then he was able to get out. I'm like, what the hell, dude? Like, because if there's a team that can get bases loaded easily, it's probably gonna be that team, or get a homer or two off. It's gonna be that team. That offense is stellar, but
The other thing about them, fool, is that we haven't played them in forever. We
Yeah.
played them so much early, and then we haven't played them since in a long time. So it's like, fuck, you don't even really know them like that.
I will say though, seeing the Yankees pitching kind of get them a little bit made me kind
But
of.
that's what I'm saying is like they can hit, but they're not disciplined like championship discipline. Because
Yeah,
like
they
you can look
swing.
at some of the Astros teams and be like, you didn't win because y'all swung at anything, and that's kind of what they
Yeah.
do. Look
Yeah,
at
that
the
was
year
that-
we lost to Tampa in the ALCS in 2020. It's like you suckers were swinging at fucking everything.
Yeah, any ball that flew out there.
So like you like I'm gonna be honest, against a team like that who hits good, I might move Fromber in the lineup
Interesting.
because he pitches the contact. So I would rather have like Verlander, Christian Javier, Fromber,
Yeah,
and take a real good shot at going to Toronto 2-0 with Fromber in a bigger ballpark to pitch the contact. That's just me.
no, I mean that actually makes sense. Of course, I would love to beat Seattle, and laugh at their fan base again because they keep talking shit. But I think the Blue Jays win. I think it's honestly, I think it's us versus Yankees at some point.
Don't
But
sleep on the Mariners though, because they have decent pitch. Like their pitching might can get it done.
I mean, they got Julio Castillo or Luis
Yeah, Luis
Castillo
Castillo, Robbie
and
Ray.
yeah,
They got guys over there. Well, we'll see.
and they got
They ain't
Julio
my teams. I don't give a
Rodriguez.
fuck what
I
y'all
mix
do.
Julio and Luis up together. Made a
I'm not trying
hybrid.
to overlook anybody, but I got a dead eye on them Yankees.
I think it's us and Yankees. And no offense to the other teams. I mean, it's just those
No.
look like the top two teams in the ALDS. Or
No
not.
offense to all the other teams.
Word.
I know I got in trouble for saying congrats to Aaron Judge on his home run.
Yeah, I remember.
Gross. It
People
was a
were
good
like,
hit. I mean, I don't
Fuck
hate on
you.
him.
You're not a real Astros fan, Nick. I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, it was a good hit. Like, I didn't say, oh, congrats. I hope you do. That's his That's the biggest accomplishment they're gonna probably get this whole year. Like, give it to him. Shit.
Yep. He's better than Babe Ruth.
We got Cy Young on our side. So, do you think Justin Verlander locked up Cy Young?
If he ain't, then I'm gonna stop watching baseball. If he don't get all 30 votes, then I'm gonna stop watching. Because y'all really do hate us.
Oh, they do hate us.
I mean, everybody said it after his
Bro,
last
he
game.
struck out 8 people in a row yesterday.
I know.
Yeah.
In a
crazy.
row.
And bro.
Boy had 10 strikes. Framber then came in the next day and hit 10 strikes. Those two look like they're on point.
I know
Lance?
when Hunter Brown pitches, it only says 97. But if you watch enough Astros baseball, you know that his pitches sound different.
Oh, yeah.
I like that guy.
Hunter Brown is legit probably going to be one of my favorite guys to come out of that bullpen. Are you
For the
afraid
playoffs,
of
yes.
Yeah, are you afraid of
He's too
Urquidy?
dumb. I figured it out yesterday. Nope, Urquidy's too dumb. Nope. They don't give a fuck. They're like mercenaries. They're hired assassins. They're just ready to come in and throw their fucking strikes. I love it.
Damn.
I get nervous when like Montero pitches though, because you don't know who's
Yeah.
gonna show up.
Yeah, he's 50-50.
Hey, I thought about this the other day at work. Do you think
Uh-oh.
you could go be a catcher in the MLB?
Me?
Yeah.
I can definitely catch the ball. I don't know if I can kneel that long.
I was gonna say, well, I mean, they got pads
I
and
prefer
shit,
first
but I
base.
mean, in general, like, imagine you're trying to catch a fucking fastball that's going 98 miles an hour.
I think I can catch that. I'm pretty sure I can catch that.
I feel
I
like
put 100 on that.
I would probably catch one, and then the very next one I would just miss completely, and it hit me in the mask.
I'd like to see that. I'd pay 100 for that too.
That's fucked up.
I have small hands, so I'm not even going to attempt that.
Just use the glove.
I'll play like third base. I like diving and stuff. I got bad knees, bro. I can't even.
I
I'll
mean,
end
they
up
kind of
passing
do
out.
it lazy anyway, so they kneel on one side.
Yeah, they like
So
kneel.
as long
like-
as I don't have to like jump in front of a bounce ball or nothing, I probably can do it.
Yeah, the
I
take
go-
one.
I go pitch and just like intentionally hit people so I can fight.
You have to take on Mike Trout running into you.
Oh, he don't
Yeah.
want that.
That's fine. I'll fucking lay Mike Trout out.
That's the part
Let-
of the job that I could probably handle well. Is the
That fool
Vladdy
get-
Guerrero,
running into-
That fool get hurt if the fucking wind blows on him too hard.
Aaron Judge running into you.
I mean, this is gonna hurt, but he's gonna feel me too. I promise you. That.
Yeah, 1000%. He's gonna be running at me, and I'm just gonna take off full speed at him too.
Who's another big guy?
Fucking
Prince Fielder,
Giancarlo Stan. Oh fuck! I mean, he's gonna win because he's got speed behind him, but once again, he's gonna feel me.
I was like, who's a big guy but kind of fat? Ichiro.
Oh fuck!
That boy,
It's like a fucking fly.
that boy
Get
got
off.
to fly. Woo!
Fucking,
Man,
what's his name?
I
Fucking
prefer to go
Maldonado.
try to play tight end since the
Jeez.
Texans ain't good.
Hey, they cut Pharaoh Brown.
Good. I'll worry about that later. Talking about the Astros, the actually good source of goodness in our sports.
Yeah.
it's funny
We got
because
the Sabercats?
they were talking about the Astros and they were like, Houston, take it in. I think it's our 6th year going to the postseason in a row. They were like,
Now we're gonna
real
do it for a
fans
while.
remember how it used to be.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we're like those 5 years of being really bad worth it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if the Texans are bad for like 4 or 5 years, but they're good for a little bit, is it worth it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but it's not gonna be like that to other people. Other people are gonna hate it the whole time and just talk shit.
I argue with people all the time on Facebook because they're like, rebuild should not take this long, and I'm like, clearly you are not an Astros fan. When we were going through the Astros, getting free tickets for freaking honorable.
But what are they talking about? Like 2020 was like a season that didn't happen for anybody. So I mean, we were technically good like 2 or 3 years ago. We were like a 23-point lead away from going to the the AFC Championship game. So we ain't been bad that long.
I guess because
if you really count COVID year and then the year that Deshaun held us up, then we're just bad this year.
Yeah. I mean, it comes with the territory. I think what it is every team's rebuilding except for the Astros, so they feel some type of way. But I mean, you have to take it with a grain of salt, though. Like, look at the progress that they're making. I think
I figured out why all the good teams hate the Astros.
Why?
It's because none of them are good for the same. Like we're homegrown talent built, and they all paid for. So we can continue to be better, and they can't because they're money committed.
And the funny thing about our farm system is we were supposedly depleted.
We kind of.
I mean, we kind of are, but you have Hunter Brown coming in. You have a few guys that are looking to be brought up. I mean, they're going to be getting their draft picks. The funny thing is, though, it's not a good time to rebuild now because now that the MLB is going into the lottery where not just the worst team gets the first pick.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad we redid the rebuilding a few years ago, and we're not the Arizona.
But we really don't have old talent. Like if you think about baseball years, you should get 10 more years from Bregman.
Yeah.
About 5 more years from Altuve.
Yeah.
Like 15 more from Jordan. That motherfucker just got here. Tucker, you got a while if you keep him.
Pena,
you got young pitch. Yeah. Pena, he's fucking. I don't even know if he can drink. You got young pitchers, so we're good.
I mean, the pitching I think is the surprise, but it's really good. And it's amazing how national television only gives credit to Verlander. And then after that, it's kind of like...
he's just so much better than everybody else.
I mean, I get it, but you'll hear about like 3 pitchers from this team and 2 pitchers from that team. I'm like, bro, that team's not even in the freaking postseason. What does it matter? Like,
I heard something earlier, and it kind of was interesting. Do you think the beef between Click and Crane is that Click don't necessarily want to keep Verlander?
I could see that.
What if he was like, bro, look at what the rotation that we have. Like we could use that money for something else. A center fielder, keep Tucker, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the riff. And then Crane is like, fuck that. If he wants to be here, I'm gonna pay him.
Yeah. Man, it's tough because I get both sides. I mean, I feel more of the keep Justin Verlander if he wants to be here because it's fucking Justin Verlander. But I also get it from Click's job-wise of you can't just think of the now, you have to think of the future. Or then you
but that's that poor man shit he did in fucking Tampa. Yeah. It's like, no, fool, he's telling you to spend his money. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, and that's where I'm going to go to. It's not your money, so, hey, fuck it. If that's what you want, bro, I got you. Like, leave the drafting to him, leave the rest of the signings to him, but as an owner, you should have right for your team. If I want this guy to stay on my team, I want this guy to stay on my team. Like,
and it's not like he's asking you to keep a bum. He's saying, do you want the probably Cy Young winner on your team? I'll pay for it.
And like we've talked about on previous shows, I think Verlander is the type that, like we said, where if he's not playing up to his standard, he's going to want to retire.
He's going to bounce. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's kind of made it known in all the commercials they would do with him and all the like interviews where he's kind of like, I'm surprised I was able to pitch at this level, you know, so I'm appreciating it. and you can kind of tell like if he's not going to be at that level, he doesn't want to do it because
But
that's
not
not
only
him.
that, it's better for him for Hunter Brown for him to be there. He was there when this pitching staff got good, so he knows how it runs.
Yeah,
You got to keep that fool.
and he was there when all the cheating stuff happened too. So I think it's great for him to be there. I mean, dude was talking about his wife has horses and stuff. That he loves Ford. It's Astros are the perfect place for him.
Word.
Like, I think he stays. I mean, I won't be surprised honestly if Click is gone though, and Dusty's gone by the
I
end of.
forgot the guy's name, but there was a good article, and everybody who's like knows baseball was behind this. That there's a guy that Click kind of wants that worked. He was basically like the right hand man to Jeff Luhnow.
Oh shit!
Like they say that this guy is like analytics turned up, like way the fuck up.
So Click
But
wants
he knows
him, or
his shit.
the owner wants
Yeah,
him?
like Crane kind of wants
Oh,
him.
Crane. Oh, okay.
It was kind of rumored, but
Yeah, but I mean, I think I know what article you're talking about. It
let me
had
see
like
if
a
I can
picture of
find
Click
this.
on it, and it was talking
I
about
don't remember this guy's name because it's a weird name.
Victor Wambayama. No, I'm just kidding.
Something like that. He lit the G League up last night. He played the Ignite. He put up 37 points,
Yeah, that boy was balling.
but he only had 4 rebounds.
Yeah. Let me see. I mean, if Click leaves, he's done some great things, but I feel like if you get somebody that, especially was under Jeff Luhnow, like I kind of feel like you're doing okay. It reminds me of like the Daryl Morey with Raphael Stone thing. Like people were
Yeah.
mad, and then Raphael Stone. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. He's done a really great job. Nick
But
Casario's
also,
done
it's but
season
also
down.
like that was the argument, and they're like, what about all the people who were under Morey that went to get jobs and they just sucked?
I mean, yeah, there was a lot of those mugs. It's not the Popovich tree for sure, but
Yeah, for real.
I mean, if you can keep, I feel as anything, Dusty's gone. I mean, win or lose, I feel like this is the last season. He literally said today, they were like, "What do you have to tell your team?" He was like, "Just win." I'm like, bro, like
That would be a good way to send him out. But also, like, if you bring a new GM and he wants his own coach,
yeah.
I don't want this guy.
You kind of are getting behind the cheating stuff. I mean, of course, you're gonna have the fans probably for like the next 40 years that are bitter about it. They're gonna still trash can this, like it's old, dude. Like stop it. Don't.
If we win one though, they can't say shit,
They're still gonna say shit.
and
I
then
see
that
it all
means
the time on
Dusty
Facebook.
really did his job to the full potential because he was just here to calm that situation down for us.
Yeah, but people are gonna talk for the rest of time about that shit.
Literally,
That's fine.
all these guys could be in their 90s, and people are still like, "Oh, the Astros cheated to
When we win the
their
next one,
12th
when we
World
get
Series."
the next
like,
one, then when they say, "Oh, y'all cheated for a championship," and then we'll be like, "Well, what about the other one? We didn't cheat for that one."
and they're gonna be
Be like,
"Oh,
you should only have one. I don't
Okay,
think we did.
take the other one. We still got one, bitch. What?
Yeah." There was people that were writing me like they shouldn't be allowed to even play this season. I'm like, damn, how long you want them to be banned for, dog? Like the Yankees cheated. The envelope don't lie, bro.
I'm about to say the
For
Yankees for real got caught cheating. And
Chris
nobody gives a
Sale
fuck.
said it best. Don't say anything if your team was cheating too, and we know a lot of teams were cheating that year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We were just the ones that were doing it a lot more and got caught first. Freak,
So
the
if you had to
Rockies
give it-
cheated and they lost there. Hey,
Yeah, because they suck. They're just not good as us. If you had to give an MVP to an Astro this year, who's the Astros MVP?
ooh, damn. For
I
me,
don't want to say Jordan.
I can see that. I mean, he's right behind Aaron Judge and his stuff. I kind of want to say Framber,
Oh, that's a good one.
just because of what he did pitching, the consecutive games and everything.
Damn, that's a real good one.
But I mean, if you want to do like pitching and like
If
batting,
you,
for
I
sure.
mean, fuck, pitching suck. It would be tough, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, because Verlander's there. I
mean-
Stanek had a really, really good year.
Stanek leads, I think, with lowest ERA in franchise history at one point. I think 15 or something like that.
Presley, there was a couple times he pissed us all off, but he pitched really good.
And sadly, he doesn't get any of the news because he's not a real closer or whatever the hell. But
It's all good. We know what he is.
yeah, I mean, as long as keep doing what you're doing, bro, I'm good with it.
That's just one of those things that make me think that we should keep Click because if you really think about it, Click didn't do anything bad other than not spend money. I mean, he got Jordan for cheap. He didn't keep Correa.
And I feel like like the center field situation is what a lot of people are bringing up, and they're like, oh, we should have got a center fielder. But that also comes down to your coaches. If they told you, hey, we trust Jake Myers to be that guy, okay, I can do my eye test, but that's your job also to let me know how he's gonna do. And then
like
literally
he played today, he didn't look bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, luckily they sent him off to Sugarland to go get a bunch of work, and it looks like it paid off.
Do you think that he would just came back too soon and he was beat up again and it was just all going too fast?
I think so. And then you're playing at the highest level, like against, and that was like a crunch time where you're trying to still compete to catch up to the Yankees. You're still competing to keep the Mariners at bay, so it's a lot more.
I just felt like he was. I don't know if he sucked that bad or if he was tired because when he first came back, it was around the All-Star break, and he was on fire with the bat. That's why we did so good coming out of the break against Seattle and the Yankees when we pitched that no-hitter. Because when you had his production in the seventh hole, it's like you can't fucking beat us doing that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think as of right now, if he's in center field, like who would you put, him or McCormick?
Oh, McCormick's playing. He had 3 hits today. McCormick earned the right to be the
That's how
playoff
I
starter
feel.
at center field.
McCormick's been doing pretty good at the bat. I think he starts off as a starter, but I mean, I'm kind of confident a little bit more with Myers and him being there.
I think I would still rather have McCormick with the bat, as stupid as it sounds, but I mean, defensively, McCormick can't compare to Myers. Myers is good.
Yeah. We could just merge them together. That would be like the perfect center fielder.
It really would. I mean, not really. It's still bitch about their bat. I'm just.
I mean, hopefully these.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you can
go. I was about to say it just depends on what you prefer, because McCormick will hit you 2 home runs in a game.
Yeah.
He'll get real hot real fast, but for one game. At least Myers might get on. To me, Myers getting on base in that 7th or 8th spot means something because later in the game you'll have Altuve coming up with a runner on base. So,
I mean, that's honestly all you can ask for because he can hit the ball anywhere in that damn stadium.
He gonna hit it out or hit it up. He don't know yet, but I'd like to have somebody on base when he does.
Yeah, I mean another thing is like luckily they get to play Seattle or Blue Jays. They get to watch them. Hopefully they go 3 games. I think it's 3, then 5, then 7, something like that. And so the 3 games, I mean, they're going to come in fast. Our first game is Tuesday, and then we play Thursday. And then I'm guessing we're going to be playing Saturday, wherever, either Seattle or.
What time do we play on Tuesday?
Tuesday, I think it's at 7.
Interesting.
I think we have to. I can check real quick, but I want to say it's we get since we're first, they're actually not screwing us this time.
Yeah.
The tickets went on sale already, so I think it's 7 o'clock our time, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, somebody leave a comment, let me know. But I think it's at 7. Though. I'm hoping that. I think that would make sense though, because if the Yankees are playing, they're ahead of us, so they would probably play first.
Yeah, they'd catch a day game.
Yeah, they catch the day game, and then we get the kind of 8 o'clock, I guess, game. Which, as long as it's not 9 o'clock, man, I don't want to do them freaking 2 a.m. games.
Luckily for us, none of the teams in the AL are on the West Coast.
Well, Mariners.
Oh, that's right. They'll be gone by the time they get to us.
Well, yeah,
I was thinking Toronto, Cleveland, New York.
Let's go Blue Jays. Hey.
I mean, but even then, I mean, we would play at like 6, unless
Yeah.
it's a day game. But it's
Well,
very
probably
possible
yeah.
we would have a day game over there, and our shit'll start at like 11 in the morning.
It's like, gosh, man. Yeah, I mean, should be a fun one. They look ready. I mean,
For sure.
they look like they know what they're doing. I kind of like the Kobe mentality. Like, yeah, this is fun, but this is not what we want.
Yesterday, when Verlander, well, I think Verlander pretty much asked to come out of that game yesterday. He went to the bullpen and he was sitting on the bench with Altuve. It was just them, and they were like joking about something and laughing. And I was like, "That's a boss move right there," because they made everybody get up and they just sat there like, "We're that good. Like we know it."
It's like, this is our spot. Move. Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I think he's staying for sure. Which, let's get through the postseason, and then we can worry about the who's getting signed, who's not getting signed, and steal some players hopefully from people when we get some more money.
I'll tell you this: if he does leave, but we get a World Series, it'll make it a whole lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, if he stays, somebody's getting traded on that
Oh,
pitching
for
staff.
sure. It'll probably be like Urquidy.
Yeah, I think Urquidy or Garcia, one of those is going to be the.
Who would you rather keep?
I'd rather keep. Damn, I mean,
I'd rather keep Luis. I ain't gonna lie.
Luis shut down that Boston series that one year, so
But Urquidy shows up in the playoffs. I'll give him that.
well, let's see. This is your
He better do it.
this is their interview. You hear that, Will Smith?
Shit,
You
I'll
hear
trade
that, Jay
McCullers
Cody?
if I could.
At least
Trade
you don't have Jay
McCullers for that
Rizzi.
big ass contract.
Imagine if we go against Jay Rizzi in the playoffs, they put him, and then we end up rocking him for like.
I'd fucking love that.
If I was the Astros, I'd give him a ring for that.
That
Did you
would be
see the game
hilarious.
last night?
Well, actually, I think he gets a ring if he plays for them
Yeah, he
because he
does.
played with us. Yeah,
He would.
Damn.
that would be the perfect meme. Man. We sabotaged him to. Hey,
The Astros went 5 for 5 last night on their first 5 batters. All of them scored. That's what I want to do to Odorizzi.
God damn it.
oh man. Well, by next show, we should at least have a win under our belt.
Yeah.
Unless we do it on Tuesday.
We usually
We
do
won't
them
know.
on Tuesday, but
That's true. Hey, we'll figure it out. Y'all know the next recording for sure. Hey,
yeah, y'all know by the next time.
you ready to
Well,
move to the
something.
depressing part of the show?
All of it, the rest of it.
No. The middle is
I
definitely.
got you. Zach, they released Pharaoh Brown.
That's not enough.
They released Chris Conley too.
It's still not enough. They signed an ex-Cowboy.
Fuck.
Pharaoh Brown went to the Browns.
Good. That had a lot
Pharaoh
to do
Brown
with Deshaun.
on the Browns.
Yeah. It's I guess Texans versus Chargers. What did y'all?
I 100% blame last Sunday. 100% on the coaches. When you have to take a timeout on the third play of the game, you're not prepared. You're not prepared.
Yeah.
When you fucking leave 3 points on the field because you go for 4th and 1 and you take a sack on a dumb fucking play call, then that's on the coaches. Big time.
I'm not defending Davis Mills because he for sure has his fair share of stuff that he can be blamed for.
I saw a tweet and it said, "Do you think the coaches don't really have that much faith in Davis Mills, or Davis Mills doesn't have that much faith in himself right now?"
I don't think that's it. I think that Davis Mills and Pep Hamilton had a common enemy last year, and his name was Tim Kelly, and that was something they rallied around. And now it's like, if Pep fails, he'd like to blame it on Davis, and if Davis fails, he'd like to blame it on Pep. Because if you lead the league in QBR and passes over 20 yards, that's what you should always do first.
Yeah.
We got desperate and did it, and it fucking worked. I'll be damned.
We know they listened to us because you said stop throwing to that one side, and they stopped immediately.
Be damn. I'll tell you what I seen in Sunday's game. Nick, you ever watch that shit on YouTube about basketball players when they talk about who the first person in the league to bust your ass was? You ever seen those? Derek Stingley got that on Sunday because Mike Williams bust his ass. Kenyon Green, he got that on Sunday because Sebastian Joseph Day bust his ass.
Yeah.
Khalil Mack bust everybody's ass.
Yeah.
When Stingley got hurt and then came back in, Nick was like, Zach's going to talk about this on Wednesday. He's going to be like, that's how a real man plays football. He put a brace on and he came back out. And then he got hurt the very next play again. But then he came back in again.
On friendly fire. No, I mean, that motherfucker could have had an extra arm and he still was going to get whooped off the... Mike Williams was beating you on like fucking 12-yard slant routes for first down. He beat you like you were a child. That's all that was. Welcome to the league, son. Welcome to the league.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you're fucking... Somebody in that whole situation is retarded because these motherfuckers... Listen, they were third and eight from like their 14, right? And then you had Eckler. That happened. And I was like, all right, cool. It won't happen again.
No.
Well, guess what?
It happened again.
And the next drive,
touchdown reception at one point.
That was the same play.
Yeah.
It was all that happened is nobody went with him. And I'm finna bitch about somebody, and you think I'm gonna be a hater, but I kind of don't want to see him play because if Christian Kirksey sucks at stopping the run, then the people in front of him have to be better, and Roy Lopez should not be starting. He should not be a starter on the Houston Texans. He gave up the Eckler rush touchdown. We're too loyal to people. We're excited about a name, and we're like, oh, no, Lopez will get it together. You didn't get it together. Go sit down. Where's that other fat fuck? Where's Hennish? Put him in the game.
Oh, God damn it.
At this point, I don't think anybody's job is safe. I mean, if you're not playing, take it the hell out and put somebody else in. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
Some of this play that we're getting this year is just atrocious. It's.
We need Tavier Thomas to come back, our corner, and we need Christian Harris to come, because at least they'll have like those are your two big ass motors. So let's do this.
People were saying that we should have Jeff Driscoll in there.
I seriously thought, and I'm gonna say this. While I didn't panic in the middle of this game, I refused to panic in going forward with the Texans. That the football gods are looking after us, because the camera turned to the Houston sideline and Kyle Allen strapped his helmet, and I was like, no, they're not. They are not about to sub out Davis Mills for Kyle Allen. I was like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way, right? And about 2 plays later, Dameon Pierce busted one for 76, and everybody forgot that we sucked. And I was like, that's the football gods keeping everything on track. That's what the fuck that is. So I don't want Driscoll. I don't want Allen, because they don't make us any better. We still suck. All that's going to tell you, if you put Kyle Allen or Jeff Driscoll in there, all that'll tell you is it's not Davis, it's Pep.
Nick and I were watching that game when it happened, and when he scored that touchdown, the announcer said it was 95 yards. And I was like, oh, shit. And then a few minutes later, they were like, that's 75-yard run. And I was like, how many fucking yards was it?
It was the most amazing block I ever seen by Hairston. He laid that fucker out. He laid Derwin James out. They met a couple times on Sunday. And I liked it.
That's what's up.
It was fun. I mean, there was
not
moments.
Fun. No, even like the beginning of the fourth was good.
Yeah. It was funny on that run because there was a Cowboys fan sitting next to us, and they replayed it. They replayed the run like 2 quarters later, and he's like, he did it again. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And I was like, this guy's a fucking idiot. It was exactly what I would expect from a Cowboys fan.
There was a few people, they were screaming. I'm like, they're like, oh, he did it again. I was like, it's a fucking replay. It literally says
better be lucky he did it. Or that fucker would have had like 50 yards on the day.
Yeah, I know.
I needed that. Okay. I mean,
I feel you. We all did.
at this point, the receivers suck.
But it's
Tight
like you
ends suck.
can't just open this shit up. Just go play football because if Nico Collins can get open fucking 50 yards down the field and Mills can put it in his fucking numbers, try that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It. They're playing like if they're scared to lose, and at this point, you're last in the whole NFL. You got nothing to lose.
It's the best game. This was the best game that Brandon Cooks played. This is the
Yeah.
best Brandon Cooks version.
It was.
I'm a fucking grossed out by what I'm about to say. At least you get some sort of fucking production from the tight end with Akins on the field.
You're a fan. You're a fan.
Like Akins now.
No, I don't.
I know.
I just know that they put Mason Schreck in the game for one play. He ran across the field. He put it in his numbers. He dropped the ball, but the linebacker hit him so hard he knocked the ball back in his chest and he got a catch. I was like, oh no, this can't be how we get catches. This is not how we play football.
It works. Man.
That was the football guys.
It was somebody. Fuck.
You're not a fan of OJ Howard?
I'm not. At all.
He's not going to be a fan ever since that last game.
I was never a fan. I know why OJ Howard's not good. It's because he's lazy. Like you can see a player when they're Monday's game. George Kittle didn't have any catches, but he was giving effort. You've seen it. Like he didn't need to catch the ball for you to know what he was doing.
He had a touchdown and they called it back.
When Howard's on the field, if he's not catching the ball in front of, like in the middle of the field, 15 yards in front of the quarterback, he just looks like a lineman.
Yeah.
Mm.
Travis Kelce gives effort.
No, Travis Kelce runs his routes.
If only we had a real tight end.
We'll get one day.
Yeah. What if Kyle Pitts just wants to leave Atlanta and we just come on
I'll
down?
give you
bro.
a first round pick for him. Straight the fuck up.
Damn.
So everybody wants, before you give out our first round pick, everybody wants us to draft a quarterback, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's looking like the first round pick, and it looks like Vegas is finally getting their wins. As long as the Colts don't suck as bad, which looks like it's going to be terrible.
They
But-
have a win.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll
It
get
looks like we're getting the first round pick, our first pick of the first round. So
But at this point, I would rather have one win and get the first pick than have 3 wins and get the fucking 5th pick. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I
If you're
feel.
gonna suck,
Yeah.
do it right.
do it all the way. Look what the Rockets
Yeah.
did. I'm
But
gonna
that
tank
doesn't.
and tank
If
it.
you get the first overall pick in this year's draft, and the Houston Texans do not draft Will Anderson, the defensive end outside linebacker from the University of Georgia, I will no longer be a Texans fan. You can write that shit down that I said it today. If we have the number 1 overall pick and we do not draft Will Anderson, I will not be a Texans fan. I
Where
pledge
did
my
you rank?
allegiance to the New Orleans Saints.
Ouch.
So projection wise,
They probably got us taking Stroud.
CJ Stroud, Ohio State.
Would you be upset with that?
I'd be so fucking upset. Because everything that he's used to will not be here. You have elite receivers. You have an elite line. You get to stand back there and throw the ball like it's playing Madden on easy. When you get to us, you're not going to have that. You have nobody to throw the ball to, and you better hope your line works.
Ouch.
Guess what? Will Anderson will be the face of the defense. He will be our Micah Parsons.
I mean, so I saw an interview. Did you see the interview with Reggie Bush where he said he was basically picked to go to the Texans? He didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, I didn't interview with anybody else. The Texans said they're going to pick me first. So I said, what's the point of interviewing with anybody else? And he goes, and then they found out on the ESPN alert thing that the Texans were selecting Mario Williams instead of him. And so he was like, what the hell? And so, I mean, we see it in sport, especially now. Like, even the last basketball draft, everybody thought that.
This might be a hot take, but if we got a shit ton of money next year, right, and y'all just insist on giving up on Davis Mills, I'm okay with going to guarantee a big ass contract to Lamar Jackson.
Interesting. Interesting.
I'll give you 220 for 5 years. I'll give you a Deshaun contract. Fuck it, let's do it.
Damn. He'll probably love it here.
Well, for one, he's the perfect quarterback to play in our division.
Yeah.
That likes to run, and two, it'll be a big fuck you to Deshaun Watson. It's like, hey, bitch, we got an MVP for a little bit cheaper.
Yeah. Would you be able to get him though? Because can't they just franchise tag him? Or
he doesn't. If they franchise tag him, he doesn't have to sign the tag.
Oh, he can. So he can just.
Mm-hmm. He can opt out
I'm
of
just saying, if you have the money to offer, you figure it out. You know,
he can opt out of the franchise tag, and then he'll end up being a free agent.
I personally, if I had to draft a quarterback, I want Will Levis
from Kentucky.
From Kentucky, even though you said something and then they fucking lost to Ole Miss, but you know it happened.
It's Kentucky. I mean, it's.
I know.
They were.
But he seems like he seems like he has a little bit of that Josh Allen in him, to me. Yeah. But he also seems like he has a little bit of that Baker Mayfield in him. So.
Suck.
But no, like he's kind of. I think that I don't know the guy. I don't know him that well, but from the vibes he gives off, it's like I could see you as the type of dude who likes to do commercials.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He'll be on the HEB commercials.
Yeah. And this is for Caleb. I don't know why I remembered this, but Will Levis' birthday is on June 27th. So.
Okay. He can come here. I'm down.
I mean, they had scouts there looking at him at the last game.
Let's draft him.
He's like 6'4", 6'5", something like that.
I want him. I don't care no more. Drafted.
I don't know.
I want him here being draped up and dripped out.
I mean, you have money to...
If he's the quarterback you want, that's definitely within the realm of possibility to get with the Cleveland pick.
Yeah. Yeah, because what is it? I think it's going to probably be like anywhere from. I mean, it could be 12.
I always consider it to be in the teens. Like,
yeah,
I don't even know if you're a playoff team, so you'll be in the teens somewhere. But you got C.J. Stroud, you got Bryce Young, you got other quarterbacks that might go ahead of him. So I think you could get a quarterback with that second first round pick if it's.
Yeah, right now they have it. As of right now, they have them at 13. And they have us getting wide receiver Jordan Addison from USC.
Ooh.
It's also early in college, so of course,
Will Anderson is that good that it is not going to matter. Like, this dude is that fucking
honestly, good. The thing is, I know who Will Anderson is. I mean, I've seen him play. I haven't watched college enough, but I've seen Alabama's replays and everything. I feel if you have a game changer like that, you get it. Look what J.J. Watt did for the organization. Look what freaking Aaron Donald does for the Rams. Like, look what Khalil Mack's doing right now for the Chargers.
You basically will be drafting like a fucking bigger, stronger T.J. Watt. You're getting a black T.J. Watt.
I mean, so the best, I guess, let's do it the best bet. You throw the money out at Lamar.
Right.
You get your number one draft pick. You go.
You got to think about it. You don't need to sign receivers if you got Lamar because he don't use them anyway.
God damn it.
I mean, you're going to get Michi back next year.
Exactly. You have Michi, you have Cook, you have Collins.
I'm sure there's going to be somebody that
Howard.
Lamar's playing for you. I want to come in. If you get Lamar at your quarterback, you start getting veterans that want to come in, of course, and be like, "Hey, I want to play for this team." Like,
yeah. But we still have a shit ton of picks too, so it's like we can be picky. Like, no, we're gonna build our O line through the draft. We're not paying for that. We're gonna skill players with the draft.
Yeah. Like, I think that's one thing that Texans fans need to realize. The season is hard. If you expected us to be in the playoffs, that's your fault. You're just hurting yourself. Enjoy the Astros and just watch the games when you can.
If Lamar Jackson comes to the Texans, I'll buy a jersey immediately.
A lot of people will.
I know, but I'll buy one immediately because I was right about that motherfucker in 2019. So
tell the Ravens that. I think it could happen. The way the Ravens look right now, they look like they're falling apart.
I think he wants to leave.
I think he did. Yeah.
I don't know that he wants to leave. I know he wants more money, but I also kind of think he wants to go somewhere else that not necessarily contender, Because I feel like he's done all he could do over there.
I don't know about that. I don't think you can ever do all you can do anywhere. That's why Brady got 7 rings. But I think if he's looking at it like football wise, he's like, I play in the toughest fucking running division there is.
Yeah.
Aside from the NFC West, I might want to get the fuck away from here.
In the cold, in the freaking, literally every game is in the cold. Ravens, Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
He's gonna come here. He's like got 40 pounds of water weight from sweating, but then he's gonna gain all that shit back in fat from eating all these goddamn tacos.
He gets to go up against. Look at it. He gets to go against Trevor Lawrence. He gets to go up against, I don't know, whoever the next old guy is that the Colts get. And then he gets to go up against Ryan Tannehill. It might be Ryan Tannehill. They might get rid of him or Carson Wentz and they just go sign one of those dudes. But
I don't think they want Carson Wentz.
Who's the next oldest guy after Matt Ryan?
That's what I'm trying to think. Who's the next oldest guy?
Aaron Rodgers.
No, because he might actually make him good.
I know, but I think he's the next oldest, if he's not older.
That in Tom Brady?
Tom Brady's older, but...
Well, you said next. Oh, next oldest, then.
Yeah, maybe they go get they're impressed with Geno Smith and they go sign him or something.
Oof.
Maybe they're like, oh, Marcus Mariota did good in it.
No, I know what they'll do. They'll fucking sign Tyrod Taylor. That's exactly what they'll do.
Jesus.
They'll do what everyone does and sign Tyrod Taylor.
He's not that bad. I got it. You hear this called sign him. He's great. You want him.
Yeah.
I mean, now I'm excited. I'm excited just for the rebuild. I mean, there's a lot of rookies that are doing good, okay, I guess. They're playing – you're only as good as your team.
But it's I have to blame coach. Okay, look. We were 3rd and 16 in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
Davis Mills threw a ball to Brandon Cooks about 20 yards in front of him. Probably a little further than that. And he caught it. I was like, damn, that was a beautiful play. It was a beautiful pass, right?
Yeah.
Flag, holding, number 59, 10-yard. And I was like, that's the second hold on Green today. That, what are you doing? Tunsil had 2 false starts. Titus Howard had 2 false starts. It's like, y'all motherfuckers ain't prepared. How are you false starting at home? How does that work?
No, and they even said it on TV. They were like that. Lovey was like, "I wish the fans would stop making so much noise on offense." I was like, "What the fuck?"
We were watching some game, and they said that they were telling the fans to quiet down a little bit because they were being too loud.
Man, I'll see if I can find a clip of it or if somebody can. But there was a play, and this is kudos to Dameon Pierce because I didn't think he had it in him. Damn, what was that linebacker's name for the Chargers? He had a weird name. NyQuil something. He blitzed up. It was something weird. It was Dave NyQuil or some shit. He blitzed the A-gap hard, and Dameon Pierce came out of nowhere and just hit him in the chest and stood him up. And I was like, oh, that was cool. I didn't think Pierce would do that.
He wants to stay the starter is what it is, and they say, hey, you got to learn how to block.
I can tell you what the problem with Pierce is, and I'm going to have you look out for this in the next game. Anytime somebody gets hurt, anytime somebody does something good, he's always patting them on the back. And I was like, all right, that shit's getting annoying, bro. Stop doing that.
So it was the white linebacker, right?
Yes.
Drew Tranquil?
That guy. NyQuil.
God damn it. How the fuck? They got another guy that's got an even weirder name. Ogbongbimiga.
That is racist.
You might have just said something you weren't supposed to.
Yeah, that's.
No, I said it with an M. His first name's Amen.
You said Amen?
Yep.
What the?
Well, I hope the football guys are watching out for us and they know that we're supposed to beat the Jaguars. And you really be throwing shit out of whack if we lose this weekend.
Sunshine looking good over there.
He looked like shit this weekend.
That's because it was raining real bad. Jalen Hurts looked like shit too.
Well,
yeah, I guess.
Good thing they can't run the ball. So, but I might not want to say that 2 times.
I don't know. James Robinson's really good.
If Travis Etienne's not.
I know.
Yeah, I think.
Let me see. I want to see Christian Kirk and Derek Stingley. Nah, maybe Nelson. Nelson's a little bigger, I think.
We got Texans, Jags,
Texans by a
by
touchdown.
a field goal.
That field goal, Fairbairn kick to the.
Damn.
That bitch exited stage left immediately.
That bitch was gone skis. It was like, hey,
All
I
the
was
points
talking
we
so
left there.
good of him.
We left 6 points at the very least there.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We gave the ball away
man.
on that Kenyon Green flag on that conversion.
Yeah.
So we actually played better than people think.
Yeah.
But
We
I don't
usually
know if
play
we did
better
it
than
by
people think.
accident or not because I fail to believe that it was 100% an accident considering that's the best fucking defense we played all year. And we were able to do that.
It was
It was the best
accidentally on
pass
purpose.
rush we played too. That's what I'm thinking. It was accidentally on purpose.
Accidentally on purpose. Yeah.
It's like what was different? It was the play calling. So if it's the play calling, that has to go to the coaching.
Yeah.
I think Davis Mills needs to say like Kyler Murray and be like, I want to call my own plays.
You need to go play some Call of Duty. Go call his own play. I guess I got Texans by 3. I'll play it safe. I mean, I have a feeling that the running backs and Ingram eat over there, but wait, we're playing here or there?
There. We don't play here again until like the beginning of next month, I think.
Oh no, I got Jags by like 3.
Ouch.
Nah. We're good with the outside.
We're not good with the run. You could probably run up on
But I
them.
think Christian Harris could play this week.
Okay, well that changed the.
But I don't know if he's going to play a lot. I just think that you need to interchange those players more. Like if Kamu's getting beat on the run on the pass, get him the fuck out of there.
Yeah. I mean, that makes
Wallow,
sense. I
who
mean,
can guard, you know what I'm saying? It's like you don't have to be loyal to that person on every play.
yeah. I mean, if
Whatever
you're not
they're
playing,
doing, you adjust the lineup to that. If they insist on running their linebackers and crossing routes, you put your faster linebackers in there. If they want to run, you put your bigger linebackers in there.
that's where I'm like. I think, like you said, the biggest word was loyalty. They need to stop that. You earn your spot, and that's it. If you lose your spot to a younger guy or a guy that has been on the practice squad or whatever, that's your fault. You didn't live up to the standard that you needed to at that moment. Go work out. Go
Well, it's
figure
like the
it out.
Jonathan Owen shit. Not to say that he played bad the other day, but he did so good early that everybody's like, he leads the league in tackles. And I was like, yeah, but then he had 2 bad games. Or not 2 bad games, but just not 2 good games. So, I mean, if you have MJ Stewart sitting there, I might play him.
Yeah. Well, Texans, we're on your side.
Always.
Get a win. Actually, I mean, I hope you get a win, but if not, then I'm looking for that number 1 spot, so it's fine.
Calm down, Ludacris.
Scheme, plot.
Ah.
Oh man. All right. Well, more important news: Houston Rockets first preseason game. Zach.
We fucked them up. But it's very much within the realm of possibility that's the worst team in basketball.
Ouch.
Yeah.
But we still fucked them up, so.
Yeah, they're
Good
definitely going for Victor Wembanyama.
Yep.
And
I want him.
course,
I want him to go there. I don't want him on my team.
who you want to scoot?
I want Scoot.
Scoot Henderson. Yeah. I like it. I mean, I think we'll be competitive for sure. Your boy Tari Eason has been looking like probably the steal of the draft so far.
Not to say I told y'all so, but
I told you so.
somebody said it.
Boban looks like he has a new friend in Jalen Green right now.
Yeah, and Tari Eason. I was like,
Yeah.
why are you always, every time I see y'all, you hugging Tari? What the fuck y'all doing?
Let them be friends.
It looks like a fun team right now. And
That's what Boban said. He's like, these guys are fun. It's just
Fun.
weird to see
Or
that a
better.
dude
Duh,
like
they're all
Tari
children.
Eason, who's like 6'9", look like a child when Boban puts his arm around him.
Boban's like what, like
7'5" or something.
5 or something like that. He doesn't even jump when he dunks. He literally just. It's freaking weird. I mean, we saw Yao, so I mean, but still.
I think Yao might have been a little bit more athletic.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
this guy's a little bit stronger.
Yeah. I mean, he's big. I mean, give him that. He can cook too. I seen him cook on one of the shows.
Really?
Yeah. I was watching the Food Network and he was on there with his wife.
I'm ready to see the Rockets.
Yeah. I mean, we only have a few. I believe only a few preseason games. We play
Yeah, we don't play till Friday.
Friday. Yeah, against Toronto. And then the season's gonna be starting, I believe. Let me see. The regular season, I think, starts Tuesday, October 18th.
I have a feeling that in the middle of this year, though, there'll be a trade or two. I see it. There's just too much of the same talent.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Like once we find out what we need, then we can ask for that or take picks for it. But we have too much of the same shit.
I, I for some reason I feel somebody gets traded before the season starts just because of space.
Ooh, I
But
wonder who.
I also
It won't
feel
be like
like
an Eric Gordon though. I don't think.
nah, I think it'll be like a Kenyon Martin
Yeah, maybe.
or somebody like. I mean, we sent off 4 people, but we gained pretty much 4 people.
But we
Also,
cut Ty Jerome.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that somebody wants Derek Favors
yeah,
because he's a post defender. I would personally like to keep Maladon. I like that dude.
yeah.
Uh, and what was the fourth player? Harkless. Somebody will take Harkless for a second round pick.
Yeah, I mean, we have pieces. We have draft picks. I hope Brooklyn and Ben Simmons and all them suck, so we get their draft pick better.
I don't think they are. I'm not
They
really
aren't,
counting
but
on that.
I'm throwing the Cleveland Brown stuff on them.
What that pick is gonna do for us, how that's gonna benefit us, is including that pick in a package for something. Because it makes that it's like, oh, I need 3 first round picks. It's like, all right, fucking take Brooklyn's number
Take
30.
this one.
That's
We
a
got
first
more.
round pick.
Yeah. Here, you want Eric Gordon? Take this. We'll get the.
Yeah, take Eric Gordon this first round pick, and I'll give you Jay Sean Tate, and we need fucking Mikal Bridges.
Cool with that.
Me too, because we need the shooting. That's the only thing that worries me about this team. But I'll tell you this: I watched a lot of the training camp shit, and I can tell they changed Jabari's shot up a little bit.
He looks
He used to
nice.
shoot from down. He used to shoot from down here. Sometimes his palms were facing down when he was coming up with the ball. It took him forever to get it off. Now he's starting here every time. He can't block that. Motherfucker's huge.
Yeah. No, he looked. I mean, his first game, a lot of the eyes were on Tari Eason for what he keeps putting up double doubles, like if it's easy. But
It is for him.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, but Jabari looked like everybody was amazed by like how. I mean, Shet is of course done for the season, so you're not gonna be able to see him. But the way that Bonchero's been playing, it kind of looks like he's struggling now when the real NBA players are coming in there, guarding him, bodying him up.
Jabari said it. He was like, playing on this team makes it so easy for me. Like he's like, ain't nobody worried about me, but I'm good. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you 20.
If you
I
want to guard
liked
him,
what John Lucas said about him earlier. He was like, y'all comping him wrong. He's not KD. He's more David Robinson. And I was like,
Mhm.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
the anchor.
Especially if this fool said he's still growing.
I know. I was like, what the hell? Like,
Give him
I mean,
one more
I
season. We gonna have a 7-footer on our hand.
I forget how young the whole team is. So,
But
I mean,
I'm confident in the experience of like Jay Sean and Kevin Porter, Gary Bird, and those dudes. Even
Yeah.
Sengun, because he plays a shit ton of basketball.
Shingun started playing at 16 with grown men. I mean, people forget. You can see how international play has helped a lot of players. Luca. I mean, even back then, Nowitzki and all those guys.
Like moving forward, I can see us getting rid of people that we don't want to. Like I don't think 3 or 4 years from now, Josh Christopher's on our team. I really don't.
Nah.
I don't. The Knicks, the Garubas, the Porters. I don't know if they're on the team.
So you think your big three are what? Jalen
Right
Green,
now, to me, it's
Jabari?
Jalen Green, Sengun, and Jabari
That's what I was gonna say.
because there's just no way around it. They're the three best players. When you build a team, that's kind of what you want on a
Yeah.
rebuild. The only thing that makes me nervous is like, are they gonna not? What are they gonna do with Porter if you get Scoot? Because I'm playing Scoot. That brother can hoop.
If I get Scoot Porter, I love you, bruh. Pick your
I don't
destination,
know.
bro.
Maybe I run Scoot off the bench for 1 year,
Yeah,
but then what I do with Tata? Move him to the 2 and trade Christopher, or put Christopher at the 3?
I think we'll have to see how he does in the season for sure.
Because I wouldn't mind putting Josh Christopher as a starting 3 and then Tari as a 6 man.
Yeah. Well, good thing is we get some fun preseason games to watch them.
Word.
If you're worried about the Texans, at least the Rockets will give you some excitement watching them. We may not win a lot.
I think we will. I'm gonna predict it now.
Oh, I got you.
Ooh.
At least the Astros are still a thing.
It's true.
I call 29 wins for the Rockets.
Ooh. I could see that. I could see a few competitive games losing, of course, Golden States and all that stuff, but
How many games are there in a season?
82.
31.
puts us almost in playing.
Well, that's the thing is we're bored. You don't want to necessarily be in the play-in.
I don't.
Like you,
I honestly,
like you know, you're not good. You want to get as close to the number 1 pick as you can to get
Yeah.
Scoot. You know
Okay,
what I
fine.
mean?
14.
No, you don't want that.
I'll be as long as I'm bottom 5. I won't be mad. I don't want to be last.
That 29 is bottom 5.
Well,
You
yeah.
gotta think about it. San Antonio will probably be the worst.
Yeah, it's true.
Charlotte's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Utah's gonna suck.
Oh shit, yes.
It's very possible that OKC's gonna suck. Orlando's gonna suck.
Jesus. Yeah, we're probably like 6, then 7. Damn. There's gonna be
You
some.
got 2
there's always
first round
some-
picks. You know, it'd be worth it to me to say I'll give you this one. I'll give you 6 and 30 to move to number 3.
Yeah. I think you're right though. We do make some trades later on. Rafael Stone.
I've already
does
thought
it.
about all of this.
He says he
too.
won't start again. Oh man.
I'm prepared for all scenarios.
Well, good thing is it looks like Breeze
Houston Dash
fan.
made the playoffs for the first time.
I know. I saw that they're actually hosting a game.
Where it's only a $7 ticket and $1 hot dogs and $3 beers.
They play on a
It-
Saturday too.
It's almost enticing.
Almost enticing.
I might go to one. I mean, the Dynamos suck from what I've read. So SaberCats lost. U of H football looks, yeah. I'm waiting for basketball for that one.
Word. I haven't heard nothing about them.
They've been just chilling, practicing. Other than that, I mean, I think it's just all eyes on Astros, which I kind of enjoy. I feel with the Astros being all eyes on them, it definitely should take pressure away from the damn Texans. Just go out there and play football.
No, that just means that the Texans are going to be forgotten about, and then when the Astros are done, and then all you have is the Texans, you're like, oh, you fucking bums again?
Now we'll have the Rockets.
Yeah, but the season will be barely going. If you seen the Rockets schedule, that bitch is hard.
It is
We
hard.
start off hard as fuck.
We play
it's
like
like-
top teams.
3 hard games in a row, and then 3 easy games.
It's like, oh, you get fucking Golden State, then you get.
No, we have like
fucking-
Atlanta, Milwaukee, and somebody else good in the first 3 games. I want to say it's the Clippers.
John Wallbeck. Man, well, I'm still gonna watch it. It's gonna be a fun October, November for sure.
It'd be a whole lot funner if we had a World Series.
World Series is, I think, November 2nd or 7th, they said, the first game. So, or game 7 is like November 7th or something like that. That makes more sense. I think that's like game 7. So, we should know about our parades next month.
Word.
Well, I mean, I don't got anything else to say. We pretty much talked about all three.
You need to decide right now, Nick, how you're going to go through the playoffs pronouncing his name. Is it going to be Altuve or Artuve?
Sober, Altuve. Drunk, Artuve. Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. All right.
On our lives, it may be both. I don't know yet.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
It's gonna be like a slur. Maybe I'll get my jersey with a pirate one or something.
Go for it.
I'll get a little pirate hat whenever he's batting or some shit.
God damn it.
It's only crazy if it doesn't work.
True that.
Well, that's it for this one.
Yep.
If y'all made it this far, make sure you hit like, subscribe, check all our stuff out. Look at that beauty right there. And we're out of here. Later.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.